right, coming up next here, we'll move over to the third division of doubles, and we'll see Julen and Nicolas up against Zulaika and Arta. As you know, Stu, this team started as Nicolas and Julen. They made a court swap mid-season, and some might say that's actually a pretty good decision. First time these two teams met with Nicolas up in the front, Zulaika and Arta won in straight sets. Second time around in early November, Julen up there in the front with Nicolas in the back, and the Warriors won in 3 sets. We'll see what happens here on this playoff day to break the tie in the regular season series. There's a serve by Julen. We begin our second match. Backhand to the inside, pulled in by Julen. Arta with a tough catch along the wall. Catch by Zulaika, pulls it in at the 9 line. There's the backhand, taken off the sidewall by Nicolas. Arta with the catch, he's up at the 11 line, low runner. Julen gets to it. Tough play again, right on the sidewall. Arta looking to pass. Nicolas steps back beyond the 13 line to cut it off. Arta again. Nicolas steps back, takes it from the left side. The backhand caught off the sidewall by Arta. This one a little bit higher and up in the overhead screen. That's out of play. Julen and Nicolas take the first point, match 2.
Players, when they're volleying like that, know at some point they want to pass their opponents. You got to keep that overhead screen in mind. You can throw it high, you just don't want it to kick up and touch the overhead screen, which is out of bounds.
Arta plays it off the sidewall. Nicolas makes the catch. Zulaika backs up to the 9 to cut it off. Low runner. Here's Nicolas. Robote forehand dropping. Not a lot on it. Julen advancing. Takes it on the right side. Outside placement. Scoop by Zulaika. 2-wall opens. And it scores. Chargers tie it up. 1-1.
Decidedly good effort by Julen to get to the outside. Zulaika's there. Returns a beautiful 2-wall. This is a great series. Good shot here by Julen. Great catch by Zulaika. Presence of mind to turn it into a shot. Look who's waiting for it on the outside. Nicolas, he just will not be able to stop it. Well done. I think Zulaika's letting us know he plans to play aggressively tonight.
Powerful serve, handled by Nicolas. He comes out on the left side. Takes a bounce off the floor. Arta steps in there to save the rebote. Julen on the forehand. Low and hard back inside, in and out of the basket of Zulaika. That one goes. Make it 2 points for the Warriors.
If you watch the broadcast frequently enough, you'll notice we say certain things over and over. And one is talking about that sidewall and the importance in any kind of highlight that you're playing. Keeping that ball close to the sidewall, crossing the sidewall. Sidewall is your friend.
Zulaika cuts off the serve, floats it to the corner. Here's the rebote. Rebound off the back wall, played up the middle. Arta's there. Sidearm play. Nicolas goes up for it, controls it on the right side, comes back over the top. Arta picks it up on the bounce. Nicolas now from the 13 line, floats it up. Arta gets there. Backhand. Nicolas waiting for it at the 13 line. This one takes a bounce off the floor. Zulaika lays up the rebote. Picked up by Nicolas. Oh, tough grab by Arta along the wall. Backhand. Cut off in the front court now. Julen winds it up. Forehand. Right there. Here's Zulaika into the 2-wall. Lands in. And it scores. Ties it up. 2-2.
Julen did get out there, but just didn't get out there quite far enough. Zulaika really put his back into it. That may be the first time I've ever announced it, putting his back into it. He was basically telegraphing that he was not throwing inside. He was definitely throwing Costello 2-wall. Tough one.
Nicolas takes that serve, backhand inside. Cut off overhead by Zulaika. Nicolas, right back to Arta now at the 11 line. Low runner. Julen's there. Catch off the sidewall. Arta from the 11 line. Puts one up. Nicolas hits under it. Catch by Nicolas overhead. Backhand. Off the sidewall again. Here's Arta. Comes out a little bit lower this time. Julen takes it in. Going hard, Nicolas takes it off the wall. Big backhand. This is coming out a long way. Hits high off the back wall. Tough for Robote, saved by Zulaika. Julen attacking. Fires it to the inside. Backing up. Arta couldn't make the scoop.
That was really well thrown by Julen. Basically keep it away from Zulaika, put the pressure onto Arta. There was nothing easy, even remotely easy about that catch. That was a scoop back behind the 11 line as he's moving backwards. Most difficult way to catch the ball is when you're moving. You want to be stationary when you make that catch, if at all possible.
Arta takes that serve, opens up with the backhand, tries to pass. Nicolas reaches back behind him to pull it in. Arta from the left side again. That one is out of reach. Robote comes shooting off the back wall. It's missed. Trading points here. It's 3-3. Chargers serve.
You see, perfect example of the value of the sidewall right there. Julen will make forehand Robotes day and night. I'm not just talking about matinees and evenings. That ball will come to the side wall. That one came to the side wall at the exact same time the tip of his cesta was there. Stopped on the tip, not in the basket.
Powerful serve. Nicolas stands in there, pulls it in at the 12 line. Backhand goes wall to wall. Robote forehand. Fired. Caught. Low on the left side by Nicolas. There's a backhand. Arta stops it. Nicolas advancing up at the 10 line. Backhand. Pulled in by Arta right off the side wall. Low bullet. Nicolas steps up. Catch by Arta along the wall. There's the backhand. Nicolas calls him off. Fires it to pass. Zulaika waiting on the Robote. Has to lay it up. Not a lot of space. Julen attacking on the forehand. Fires it up the middle. Zulaika caught in the air. Fake the outside placement. Put it inside. Nicolas with the scoop. Arta back at the 11. Right to Nicolas. Arta's now up at the 10. A little bit harder. Nicolas steps back to the 13 line. Robote forehand. It's high off the front wall. Nicolas just did get to it. Fires the backhand. Caught in the corner. Here's Arta.
Well runner.
Nicolas scoops that one up. Backhand again. Loaded back to Arta. He runs under it at the 10 line. Nicolas now with the forehand. Sidearm play. Cross Zulaika on the bounce. That's scooped up. Julen sidearm forehand. Goes wall to wall. Robote laid up by Zulaika. Cut off by Julen. Julen's backhand. Fired into the corner. Tough for Robote. Zulaika makes the save. Catch by Nicolas on the inside. The backhand. Caught by Arta. Arta's back beyond the 12. Floats it up on the wall. It scores. Chargers lead 4-3.
I was just going to say, if you want a picture of what court positioning is, just watch Nicolas. Some of the best highlight players in terms of court positioning make it look simple, make it look like it's easy to catch because they're just always moving up and catching the ball above their waist on the right side or the left side. Nicolas has been doing that consistently.
Hard serve. Nicolas handles that one. Backhand. Right back to Arta. From the 11 line. Keeps it inside. Nicolas runs up to it. Catch by Arta. Back beyond the 11. This one comes in a little bit lower. Nicolas is there. Zulaika able to cut it off. He's up in the front court. Big backhand, wall to wall. Robote forehand lined up. Power back up the middle. Arta gets to it. Low runner. Julen steps in to cut it off. Nicolas leaping grab back at the 13 line. Keeps this one a little closer to the wall. Arta runs under it. Catch by Julen on the right side. Trying to pass again, and he does. 3-wall play. Zulaika tracks it down, powers it back inside. Nicolas picks it up on the bounce. Catch off the sidewall. Arta, big backhand. This comes shooting out. Julen makes another Robote save. That clears the overhead screen. Zulaika on a knee, lays it up. Gets it back to the 10 line. Nicolas waits out. Forehand to the inside. Arta makes the scoop. Runner to the inside. Arta, another good catch. Backhand. Dropping. Nicolas gets up to it. Arta now at the 11. Right back to Nicolas. Rebote forehand. Julen steps in with the left side. The backhand comes right back to Arta. He reaches back behind him to secure it. Arta's backhand, not past Nicolas. Leaping grab back in the corner. Loaded up again. Arta missed it. 4-4 is the score. The Warriors serve.
It's primarily a defensive game because no one's really had an opportunity to throw a shot to turn the offense.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up for Julen. Second serve is good. Here's Arta. Low bullet, kicking up and out. Nicolas steps out of the way. Julen with the forehand rebote. Catch by Zulaika, back of the 9. Costado. Gonna be a tough one, and it scores. 5 points for the Chargers. Possible set point for Zulaika and Arta.
Just when you see Zulaika, he's got the right footing. He's not stumbling to make the ball or try to make a play. Just the raw strength on both sides.
Tough
like that serve, for instance.
Scores for the set. Zulaika and Arta take it 6-4. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play set number 2.
Such power on both sides. When he throws the backhand, when he throws the costado from the forehand. Zulaika, one of the players who has that punishing serve, like we saw with Gaucheri earlier. Can throw low and hard, just blast it through the box and cross up the backcourt.
Yeah, I mean, Zulaika showing off the serve. Saw a good 2-all a little bit earlier as well.
Look at this scoop, presence of mind. He stabilizes it in his basket, returns a 2-all. Great read by Nicolas. He was there, just not able to gain control of the ball in his basket. Julen again, good catch on the forehand. Hard to the inside. That's how hard he threw it. Beautiful costado 2-all executed by Zulaika. That's what we talk about when we talk about it opening, where it hits the floor and goes straight out to the screen, close to the front wall. And this serve.
Yeah, this is just perfect.
We had Gaucheri of the Renegades giving a clinic on that in the 2:30.
Yes, he did.
In the 2:30 playoff. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players coming back here to take their breaks and to prepare for matches. It's a good thing about Arta. Arta sometimes, as he said himself, gets in his own head. And if he's missed 1, he'll miss 2, he'll miss 3. But he can very easily be brought back together by his partner. In this case, he plays so well with Zulaika.
Yeah, really all season. But Zulaika is that dominant presence in the front court that anybody would want. I mean, 2-wall kills. He's first and second on his 1 team and his 3 team here in doubles. Top player in terms of aces in Division III. So, I mean, whatever way you slice it,
he's got it.
Zulaika's that guy up in the front in this division. And I mean, you look at their record here this season, just 5-5, and they split against Julen and Nicolas. But I think this is a team that if they play well and they're clicking, they can beat anybody in this division. I mean, hanging with Goanaga and Arata, a team that hasn't even lost a game.
No question about it.
And that starts with Zulaika up there and Arta giving great support tonight. Second set, ready to begin though. We are ready to begin set number 2. Julen and Nicolas serve. There's a serve, set 2 has begun. Arta makes the catch, fires it high and hard to the inside. Nicolas pulls it in overhead. Arta runs around this one, backhand, high to the inside and passing. Julen on the rebote, lays it up the middle. Zulaika, powerful throw, low and hard to the inside, scooped up off the sidewall. There's Nicolas. Catch low by Arta from the 11 line. There's the bullet, cut off by Julen. Arta reaching back behind him, cuts it off. Backhand inside, there's Nicolas. Nicolas back there at the 11 line, hard throw, cut off, dropped by Arta. Julen and Nicolas take the first point in set 2.
Seem to be settling into a rhythm. Defensive play, making the catches, just throwing it back, trying to set your front quarters up to take a shot. That ball just came in and out of the basket of Arta.
Zulaika cuts it off, 2-all. Thrown to score. That ties it up, 1-1.
So beautifully done by Zulaika. Julen was ready for it. He served and went outside. He serves, sees him take it, boom, he goes right to the outside, which is what you're supposed to do. Still.
Just on the tip. I mean, they're inches away every time. Well, that's a hard serve. It kicks up and scores. The ace brings it to 2-1. And this is, I mean, Nicolas, too. He's acing.
Yeah, well, the thing there that was a little bit different about that one, too, you'll see it comes higher. Yeah. I believe if we watch here, which I wasn't doing, it's going to throw a little bit more,
and it
more
kicks up
over the top.
Exactly.
The same power, but just more 3/4 over the top to get it to bounce.
Another hard serve. Nicolas gets that one before it crosses. Arta pulls it in along the wall. There's the backhand. Tough catch by Nicolas. Arta's back at the 12, a little bit higher. Nicolas steps back. This one clears the overhead screen. Zulaika backpedals, fires it to the inside. Nicolas gets there. Catch by Arta off the sidewall. This backhand, it's dropping. Nicolas gets there. Backhand to the inside. Julen able to step in from the 9. He's looking to pass, and he does. Zulaika, forehand rebote to the inside, right back to Nicolas. Nicolas, forehand, cut off. Taken in by Zulaika. Backhand just does clear the overhead screen. Zulaika up at the 7 line, fires it inside. Nicolas with a great read. Low bullet, right back to Arta. Nicolas on the right side now, comes over the top. Arta picks it up high on the bounce. Zulaika again on the rebote. That one caught the corner, comes out to Julen, who missed it. 3-1 lead now for the Chargers. It looked like he just took his eye off of that one, though.
Julen typically very much on everything having to do with the forehand. We've seen him basically run all around the court to try to take that ball on the right side. That ball wasn't coming particularly hard.
Yeah,
just coming right to his forehand. And
had to have been thinking about the shot because that was his best opportunity, maybe of the match.
Look at that serve.
Oh, what a stop there by Nicolas, right on the wall. Back to Arta. Julen fires it inside. Good body control. Arta makes it. Back to Nicolas. Oh,
what
tough
a catch
on the numbers. Backhand opens up. Julen with a leaping catch. Forehand comes at the feet of Zulaika. Arta makes the catch back there in the corner. Nicolas from the 12 line, high, hard backhand. It's coming way out. Zulaika backpedals quickly, fires it up at the 6, right back to Nicolas. Nicolas, soft touch on the backhand. Arta moves under it. Leaping catch by Nicolas, back beyond a 13, floats this one up. Arta's there. Julen now on the forehand. Take the outside placement, put it inside where it scores. That's 2 points for the Warriors.
Now, throughout Zulaika's career, he's always been known for having an extremely powerful forehand rebote. Both previous experience along Court Jai-Alai and here. When it comes to his right side on the rebote, watch out.
Well, over serve, second serve coming up. Rebote, forehand, laid up. Zulaika picks it up on the bounce, backhand, floated out of reach. Rebote forehand, fired, and clears the overhead screen. Zulaika waits on it, keeps it inside. Nicolas goes up on the forehand. Zulaika cuts it off, up at the 7, backhand, dropped into the corner. Julen comes back for the rebote, fires it up the middle. Arta's waiting on it. Catch by Nicolas, picks it up, backhand, caught overhead, leaping catch by Zulaika. Arta runs around this one, keeps it on the left side, floats it up. Julen has to get in there. Right back to Arta from the 12 line. Robote forehand. Oh, cut off by Nicolas. Tough catch off the sidewall. Arta reaches in at the 13. Julen on the right side, keeps this one a little bit lower. Arta runs around it again. High, hard backhand. A little too high. That caught the overhead screen, and it's out of play. Warriors have come back to tie it 3-3.
Arta, the catching has been much better than we've seen as of late. That unforced error of hitting the overhead screen while trying to pass your opponents. Tough to get away from.
Nicolas stands in, makes the catch at the 12 line, the backhand. Caught by Arta. Julen steps in on the right side, floats it over the top. Zulaika into the costado. Split placement, scooped by Julen. Julen's backhand. All right back to Arta, makes the catch off the sidewall.
Beautiful.
He passes. Julen gets back in position, fires it inside. Back to Arta. Arta, low runner right on the wall, scooped by Nicolas. Nicolas comes out a little bit higher. Arta stands in, makes the catch.
Oh
Tough
my,
play
what a
by
catch.
Arta, rips it off the sidewall, floats the backhand. Nicolas runs under it. Robote comes shooting out. Zulaika, powerful throw to the inside. Nicolas steps out of the way. Julen pushed the Robote off the court. And out of play, 4 points now for Zulaika and Arta.
Julen having some difficulty tonight making anything offensive happen. Again, the unforced error there, sending it out of play. Not typical for Julen.
And he doesn't throw many costados, if any. I mean, we really haven't.
No, very rarely. Someone would have to be standing against the sidewall.
Let's check it out here, but.
That's right, we have Robote Analytics. I still like my old Statmaster 2000, but Robote Analytics does seem to be superior.
All year would not qualify as a whole lot. And that's total throw, not even 2 alls.
Wow.
Yeah. And inside.
Dying. What a
Tough
save.
save there by Zulaika. Julen just does get up to it. He's out of position. Zulaika's 2-wall opens and scores. What a shot by Zulaika. 5 points. The Chargers have a possible set and match point.
Literally what you want to do. If you see your opponent backpedaling, if you're winding up to do something, even if it's on the forehand, he's out of position on the inside. See Zulaika here. Just gets it up. Julen sees it right here. He's backpedaling as fast as he can to the outside. He cannot get near that ball.
Nicolas handles the serve, backhand. That's thrown well out of reach. Robote fired up at the 6 line. Catch by Nicolas off the sidewall. Low bullet. Arta is there, makes the catch. Fires it out of reach. Robote coming out to Julen alone. Plays it inside, right back to Zulaika. Zulaika up at the 7. Passes again. Julen off his footing, has to lay it up. Arta up at the 8 line. Catch off the sidewall. What a play by Nicolas to keep it going. Here's a Robote. Forehand. Off by Nicolas on the right side. Comes out higher. Tries to drop it between them, and Arta steps up to it. Makes a catch. His backhand's coming out a long way. Julen backpedals. Almost overran it. Now drops it inside. Arta back over the top. Nicolas backing up. Makes the catch. Zulaika from the 9 line, looking to pass. He goes wall to wall. Julen waits on the Robote, fires it up at the 5 line, right back to Arta. Gonna be a tough Robote. Saved by Zulaika, back to Julen. Julen fires it inside, scoop missed. 4 points for the Warriors. That extends the match and the set.
Tell you though, I know the Warriors got that point. Zulaika, not just the shots, not just the power, but his overall comfort on the court really seems to be all coming together in fall 2024 here at the end. Positioning is spot on. Shots have definitely been scoring. Good serve.
Arta's got that serve. Comes out high from the left side, not past Nicolas. It's a tough play in the corner. Arta reaching up again. That backhand's coming out. Like a long way. Julen steps around it, plays it on the right side. Back to Arta, makes the catch on the bounce. This one coming out even further. Julen lays it up to the inside. Zulaika attacks. Costado, splitter. Nicolas gets to it. Nicolas goes with the carom. It's in, and it scores.
My, oh my.
Ties it up at 5-5. Possible match point here for the Chargers. His set point for the Warriors, looking to push this to a third set.
That is a beautiful shot. Best we've seen tonight. Thrown here by Nicolas. Is he going to throw it straight back? No. He sees he's got Zulaika locked to the inside. He throws that carom up low and hard. It opens wide. No one's near it. Well done.
Zulaika picks it. Splitter. Oh, Julen caught it on the right side. The carom will score. Point and set. Warriors come back. Take it 6-5. 2 minutes. We'll play set 3.
Well. Julen certainly there at the end, coming up with a clutch catch to bring us a third set.
Well, 5-3, we say always a dangerous lead, and Warriors come back from it, winning the final 3 points to take set number 2.
Some replays. See Zulaika pick this serve, move into position.
Julen catches this ball. Oh, no, he didn't.
That was the earlier one that he missed.
2-all here. What a scoop there by Julen. Man.
Scooped it, control it, got it back in play.
Zulaika digging it out just above the pad. Julen, good catch. Right to him, though, and he takes the shot.
The backpedaling, it's just a beautifully executed Costado 2-wall. And the dog getting into it. Dog. We don't know if the dog's a Warriors fan or...
Must be a Chargers fan, given that look.
I was going to say, yeah, he looked pretty serious. Like, if I can't play with the ball, you guys get out of my face.
We're going to take an injury timeout here, Julen. And then the carom there by Nicolas.
So well executed.
That was clutch. And then right here, here's the one. I mean, there's space to throw the 2-wall. Zulaika goes split placement. Julen catches it on the right side. I mean, that's not a good carom. Well, not one that really opens up, but good enough to score.
Just came out with a wonky bounce. Zulaika was there, but it wasn't well positioned.
Spin and a wonky bounce.
Yeah, it wasn't well positioned in his basket to maintain control of it. Because Zulaika's got that at the, let's see, the 4 or 5, that would be about the 6th line on the outside, and he's got a good hold of that on his right side. Look out.
Yeah, I think the match could have been over, but instead we're going to a third set. Zulaika and Arta will have the serve to begin set number 3, starting up here right now.
And a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court. Live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida, currently in our second of 6 scheduled matches for this playoff.
We are ready to begin our third and decisive set. Zulaika and Arta serve to Julen and Nicolas. There's a serve. We begin set 3 with a cutoff serve. Julen fires the backhand out of reach. Robote played up with a 4-line to the inside.
What a
catch by Nicolas. Robote fired right back to him. He steps around this one, plays the Robote. Catch overhead by Zulaika. He winds it up. Forehand over the top, picked up on the bounce. Here's Nicolas. Loads it back to Arta. Arta from the left side. That opens up. Nicolas flying catch. Comes out over the top. Arta waits on the Robote. Hooked it. And that's a point for the Warriors.
And that's basically a big apology looking that, look, that was unintentional. The ball was not settled in my cest. I didn't have good control when I threw, and I do know that it was close to you. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the things that makes highlight dangerous, but the players try to make sure that it's not dangerous because of them.
Arta takes that serve, backhand, fired to the inside and passing. Julen on the Robote, lays it up. Catch by Arta, back there at the 10. Fires it inside, Nicolas is there. Nicolas with the low bullet, caught by Arta. Arta's backhand, miscommunication, but Nicolas saves it on the backhand. Zulaika inside placement, scoop by Nicolas. Strong backhand, right back to Arta. Nicolas back beyond the 12. This one drops. Robote, forehand. Right back to him. Zulaika goes up forward and passes. Julen waits on the Robote. Robote played to the inside. Caught off the sidewall by Arta. Julen now advancing on it. Nicolas rather. A little runner. Tipped. 2 points for the Warriors to begin set 3.
Yeah, Arta's got to shake that throw out of his head. He's been playing, he played great through the first 2 sets. Solid catching, good throwing. Did catch the overhead screen a couple times. Shake that off. And communicate with Zulaika. But I'll tell you, Nicolas, as he's getting warmer, he's getting better.
Yep.
Catching and throwing.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's kind of...
Well, under serve. Second serve for Julen.
Again, we sometimes jump in our seats as announcers, certainly the chief judge. When you've been out on the court and they come in close, if you've heard the ball go by or been hit with it, you know that it's not pleasant.
Second serve is good. Arta. Right back to Nicolas there at the 11 line. Backhand, dropping on the floor. Here's the Robote. Catch off the sidewall. Nicolas stands in. Here's Arta. Comes out a little bit lower. Julen steps up to cut it off. High, hard backhand. Clears the overhead screen out to the Robote. Powered by Zulaika. Ooh. That will score for Julen.
I think everyone was a little distracted, including Arta, by... I can't necessarily put that on Julen. Julen can go for it on the right or left side Robote. Zulaika's got to give him a bit more room.
I don't think he recognized that Julen was getting in there on the right side.
No way.
He thought it was a left side Robote.
There was nothing intentional about that on Zulaika's part, but
that was close. Yeah,
very,
scary.
very close.
Low runner inside, handled by Nicolas. What a catch. Low bullet. Scooped up by Zulaika. Zulaika fires it inside. Julen comes cross court. Falls out of his basket. First point for the Chargers.
Again, highlight so much of it. Had this discussion about an hour before we began tonight. So much of it is mental. It's the attitude going into it, confidence. Are you feeling shaky before you start playing?
Look at this, man.
It
went over his head.
Yeah, it's everything about that was just. We don't get distracted because we talk about it. So we're literally watching it. But Arta, that had to be on Arta's mind when he missed that ball.
Tough serve. Nicolas stands in, makes the catch, and passes. Zulaika gets it out. Robote fires it inside. Nicolas is there. Backhand, cut off by Arta. Arta from the 11 line. Trying to pass. Nicolas makes a leaping catch. Nicolas in the middle of the court. Low and hard. Picked up on the bounce by Arta. Arta from the 9 line. Powerful backhand. Stopped overhead. By Arta now, back at the 13 line. Floats it up. Nicolas steps in. Robote comes shooting out. Zulaika. Powerful Robote. Comes into the backcourt. Nicolas is there. Nicolas from the left side. Backhand. Cut off. Here's Arta. Nicolas there at the 11 line. Arta picks it off the sidewall. Trying to pass with this one. Nicolas is there again. And missed. 4 points for the Warriors.
Zulaika encouraging Arta. Forget about it, maintain his focus. Also, Zulaika may be tempted to take over if he can get an eye on this serve coming in. Not that one, but.
Hard serve. Here's Arta. Catch by Nicolas from the left side of the backhand. Robote comes shooting back out. Zulaika lines it up. Nicolas, great catch, comes over the top. Zulaika picks it up on the bounce. He fires the forehand wall to wall. Julen backpedals, looking for that Robote, makes a save. Catch on the inside, it's a 2-wall. Julen stops this one. Julen fires it right back to him. It scores. 5 points, possible set, the possible match point for Julen and Nicolas of the Warriors.
As aggressive as the Chargers were in the first set, in the second set, just how consistent catches like that got the Warriors back in it. Julen and Nicolas have been spot on in this third set. It's reflected in the score.
Zulaika chipped that serve. Point, set, and match. Warriors come back, win it in 3 sets. Taking the final set 6-1. Tie up the series 1-1. Big win there for Julen and Nicolas. They were down 5-3 in that second set. They came all the way back and then took it in 3 sets. This best of 7 semifinals tied up 1-1 through our first 2 matches. Coming up next, second division doubles, Douglas and Manny against Iturbide and Benny. Game day score now tied up through our first 2 matches here on this semifinal. And first 1-4 will advance to the championship. And they'll take on the Renegades, who won their semifinal earlier today against the Fireballs. We're going to hear from the winning team, Julen and Nicolas, after their win to even things up. There they are, Julen and Nicolas. Guys, down 5-3 in that second set. You came all the way back and won the match. What was the key to the comeback there?
We just kept playing, do our best, give everything that we had, and that's it. We kept fighting and it worked.
And Joel, let me ask you this. You were one of the teams that made a court swap in the middle of the season. You moved up to the front court, Nicolas slide to the back. What do you think, what type of look did it give your team the rest of the year, and how do you think you benefited from it?
I think it's working better because we won more matches like that. And to be honest, to have Jecha at the back, it's a pleasure because he plays amazing, he catches every ball. So I think it works better for the team, yeah.
Awesome. Well, we did that again today. Great playing, Nicolas. Great playing, Julen.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the game day.
Thank you.